It's nice to finally be on the ferry after a good 4 or so hours of travelling, and you can see it's quite a beautiful day behind me, but I stupidly decided to wear a jacket today. So we've got about an hour or so until we arrive at Dublin port. I've actually met some cyclists who happen to be cycling from the Lake District in England to Limerick in Ireland, which is really interesting. So I finally arrived in Dublin, and what a beautiful day it continues to be. So I've just got to get to where I'm staying, and then eventually be on my way to actually explore some of Dublin. It's quite a long journey when you choose not to fly and to take the ferry instead, but shortly I should be jumping on the tram, getting to where I'm staying, and then actually doing the stuff, checking out what's here. So I'll see you there. So now that I've made it to proper central Dublin, it's time to check out the famous Temple Bar, of course. As much as people say it's quite a tourist trap, you kind of just got to do it once just to say you've been to Temple Bar, I suppose. So I'll see how that goes, and also going to try the Boxty dish, which I've been looking forward to trying. I'll tell you 3 things I've noticed since being in Ireland so far. First off, these are the euro, which I'm pretty familiar with from going obviously to mainland Europe. They use kilometers per hour, though they do drive on the left like in the UK. And sorry about that. And the Irish language is everywhere, all on the road signs, which I'm really happy to see, because it kind of reminds me of being back home in Wales, where Welsh has to be on all of the road signs as well. So it's like nice to know they're keeping the language alive. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I was meant to mention. Rather than police, they say gardaí, which is quite interesting, just who means the guards. Anyways, so just a guess, but I think I've made it, considering it says Temple Bar Lane by here. So looks like we're getting wasted tonight, guys. Ah yes, this is the place. I wonder how long it'll actually take me to get a pint. I'd actually love to know. Probably way longer than yeah, it's pretty busy here, I'm not gonna lie, but I've got to just get 1 pint. It's probably going to be way more expensive than it should be, but let's find out. Guys, it is so busy in here, but what was I expecting? Now I can't wait to get a pint of the finest Guinness. Pouring up that good stuff there. Ah, lovely stuff. But I'm not even going to bother trying to find a seat, because there's no chance. Well, that was a decent pint, but I ended up paying €10.90 for it. But, well, I kind of prepared myself for the worst, and now I'm off to try Boxty, which is a Irish potato pancake dish, and I can't wait, because, well, I like potatoes, I guess, so let's see what it's all about. So we're just coming up to Gallagher's Boxty house here, so I'm going to pop in, hopefully there's a table free, and I'm going to try some Boxty.
Well, if you couldn't tell, I just like scoffed the whole lot and didn't even bother recording it. That was the best thing ever. Like, you just gotta try it. You get like basically with the platter, you get like Boxty topped with bacon, you get like cubes of potato, and you get blue cheese sauce, and you get Boxty fries. And I've got the pint of the Gallagher's stout as well. They do not serve Guinness in here, and it says in the menu they never have and never will, because they brew their own stout.
Well, that was amazing, but unfortunately I ate the whole lot and got a bit hungry before I got the chance to record and show you the Boxty, but it was amazing, and I definitely recommend trying that when you come to Ireland. And I think tomorrow I want to try the full Irish breakfast, which comes with like white pudding and stuff. Not too sure what I'm going to do now, probably walk along the Liffey and just get some nice pictures and that. So, I slept in for a lot longer than I banked on last night, so I'm off to try full Irish breakfast with the white pudding and everything, and then I've managed to get a ticket for the Book of Kells experience, but I got like the last time available because I booked on the day, so 6:30, and hopefully going to check out Dublin Castle and some of the cathedrals as well, and that's kind of my day sorted. Not too much Guinness tonight, hopefully. And then tomorrow I want to try and check out the Guinness Storehouse, because that's like the thing I've been wanting to see the most, so I've kind of like saved that best for last. And then there's Kilmainham Jail as well, and that's just the coffee shop I was looking for across the street, so I'm going to see what this breakfast is like.
This is made full Irish. I can't wait to try this white pudding.
So I've just met Alex. He's from the Isle of Man visiting Dublin. This is like the first Manx person I've met in my life as well. That's so cool. Well, that was a very nice breakfast. I just had at Bean Hive Coffee House that's on Dawson. So white pudding is kind of similar to black pudding. It's just it felt like I had a lot more spices in there, because I think black pudding is obviously made from like the pork blood, but white pudding doesn't actually contain any blood. It's just I believe it's suet and oatmeal or something of that kind of nature, but either way they both have their charms. It's a very nice breakfast, 10 out of 10 recommend. Now I'm going to try and see if there's any space to check out Dublin Castle, hopefully some of the cathedrals, and then best for last, the Trinity College, and then that's my day sorted.
On my way to Dublin Castle, I came across the statue dedicated to the mysterious Malone. The breasts of the statue have become noticeably discoloured due to people regularly groping the chest of the statue.
Alright, let's see if I'm lucky enough to get into Dublin Castle today. I don't really know if they do tickets on the door. I really should have looked this up. But let's find out. Oh, so it's actually free to come in, yeah, that's good.
This is Dublin Castle, a major Irish government complex and historically the heart of British rule in Ireland. Here you can visit a room dedicated to James Connolly, one of the most important Irish Republicans in history. A copy of the Proclamation of the Irish Republic is also on display in this room. There's a gallery of all the Irish presidents' portraits. And this might just be the coolest room of them all, St Patrick's Hall, where the Irish president is inaugurated every 7 years.
Well, that was very lucky. I managed to catch Dublin Castle on a day where it was free self-guided. So just checked that out. It was very interesting. And now I'm going to head off to Christchurch Cathedral, which is just down the road from the castle. So I'm just at the Christchurch Cathedral now. So I'm going to go and see if I can go in here.
This is Christchurch Cathedral, established circa 1030. It's the oldest surviving building in Dublin, and it's nearly 1,000 years old at the time of recording this video. The cathedral was founded by the Vikings, and it was rebuilt by the Normans in the 1180s, replacing the originally wooden building, reconstructing it with stone. The cathedral saw one of its most extensive renovations in the 1870s, when it was renovated and rebuilt by George Edmund Street. These are some of the treasures of Christchurch, located in the cathedral's 12th century crypt. Next I visited the Book of Kells experience located in Trinity College. It tells the story of the Book of Kells, a manuscript containing the 4 Gospels, which is around 1200 years old. Here you can also visit the old library with the famous Long Room, which you can see here. Photography of the actual Book of Kells is not permitted, so this is the best I could get, plus a copy of it.
Okay, so it's sadly my last day in Dublin now, so I'm just off to the Guinness Storehouse. I've got to run a bit to make it to the storehouse, because I really should have bought a Visit Elite card to get on the bus, but the bus says don't accept contactless here, so you have to pay in cash. But I didn't bring any euros physically, so I've just got to get my skates on a bit and see you at the Guinness Storehouse. I must have been so lucky to get a ticket on the day, because it is like super busy.
This is the Guinness Storehouse, opened in 1902 as a fermentation plant for St James's Gate Brewery. It produced Guinness until 1988 before brewing took place at the new facility. Here you can learn about the history of Guinness and how it's brewed, as well as having a guided tasting session, and you can finish with a pint in the gravity bar at the top of the building.
So I'm going to be checking out the GAA Museum, Gaelic Athletic Association Museum at Croke Park later on, and that's basically my trip complete. as I got to go back home tomorrow. But I'd love to stay longer if I could, because this is probably my favourite country I've been to so far now, Ireland.
This is the GAA Museum located inside Croke Park, where you can learn about all the different Gaelic sports and view a lot of different memorabilia. You can try out Gaelic football and hurling. My personal favourite was hurling, but as you can see, I think I still need a bit of practice.
I'm taking one last look around Dublin city before I go home tomorrow, and it's been amazing. Ireland is my new favourite country. The pub culture is like so good. You meet so many like great people. The culture is just like on point. Honestly, it's amazing. So I'm going to take a look at the Samuel Beckett Bridge.
Here endeth my trip at the Samuel Beckett Bridge. In Dublin, I met a lot of great people.
Sláinte. Cheers.
Saw amazing architecture, learnt a lot, and most importantly, just had a great time.